Where are we going?
Ritz FM. Hours of the morning.
What are we going to do there?
Play some grind. That's what I'm feeling tonight. Some grind.
One, two, three, four.
How do you see the future of Grand? Like in the next 5 years?
Like the way it's going now, if the momentum keeps going, it should be like vibes. There should be vibes. Like there should be a lot going on. But it's just up to the artists, the producers to keep like releasing tunes, making tunes. You know, it's like the work rate.
Yeah.
And not even rushing things like it. I mean, things got to move at a reasonable pace. Like everything's not gonna happen in 2 years, man. Like that's what everyone thought at the beginning. Thought it was gonna just be a quick turnover. But the people that stuck at it from say 2004 to now, like people like Skepta, he stuck at it. He would have been making loads of money in 2005, but now he's not even commercial, but he's doing really well on the underground. Him and JME and like Newham Generals, like they've stuck at it.
Swindle. Just touching down. Skilliam. Miles World Tour Part 1.
If I said to someone at the beginning like of 2010 that we were doing this now, they would just laugh at you. But if you take the necessary steps to get there, you know what I mean, that people understand and respect you for doing it because you've gone through all the processes to make it happen. So, you know, if I carried on doing this for 5 years and then it enabled us, you know, to break into bigger venues or music into the charts and stuff, people would say, okay, they deserve that because they'd respect the process of carrying on doing this. If I did, you know, Butterz 1 and it was the biggest record in 5 years, people would be like, fluke, shit, like, you know what I mean? But because they've seen us come up from that and they're still taking steps. I don't feel like I made like a massive jump in the last, you know, few months. I just do literally things step by step, and I'm learning. Like I've never like worked in music before. I've never like worked at another label, done intern, nothing at all. So it's literally stuff from reading on the internet, from talking to people. That's the only kind of experience I have. The stuff that we're doing it so it actually happens. It's the difference between Royalty coming to London at all and him making all this new stuff, and you know, like me DJing in London at all this month, you know what I mean? Yeah. And like things, like even since we've been doing it in 18 months, fashion and stuff have come and gone, and we're still kind of just doing the same thing like what we do in 18 months ago, do you know what I mean? So,
and those are also the steps behind what you guys are doing, right? Like you ended up making radio, you're DJing, started the blog.
Yeah.
And from the blog it naturally grew into the label, right?
Yeah.
That was the way it was going.
That's it. And then label now into events. So hopefully with those kind of people coming into what we do now, or they're listening to it as a 15, 16 year old, how I was, you know, being the silent listener on the other side of the radio or downloading podcasts, buying the tunes, you know, they turn into, you know, the raver, like that's going to be standing at the front row and be like ready to go for it.
That's their standard.
Yeah, and then when they go somewhere else, they'll be like, I thought Raven was supposed to be like how it was at Butterz, and it's not. And then, do you know what I mean? And that's how I think that's
a good thing though, really.
Yeah, of course.
Then they'll know they sort of, okay, that's a Butterz rave. I'm going to that rave for that, so they're still catching every sort of aspect of it, just enjoying it for.
That's the quality you're looking for, right?
That's it.
I want to put on something that people, you know, want to pay £10 for, want to pay £13 for.
So it's like there's nothing else happening tonight, sort of thing. Yeah. Because like everyone's sort of saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna sort of jump in on this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like you'd think in London, innit? Like all the home, like it's a home of all these labels and all these sounds and that. You think there would be loads of stuff going on, but there's not like. every Saturday they'll be playing one thing, big thing.
Yeah.
It's not even every Saturday.
Might as well have drives it this weekend.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe the passenger.
It's royalty. We're here at Cable in London, calm before the storm. DOK waiting in the wings to go on deck for the club to open. Our prepared stuff, Terra's prepared stuff, everyone's prepared stuff. So the only way they're going to learn about the sound is if they hear the sound. And if I'm not playing the sound, then how are they going to know about it?
Mosh pit sliding. Shout out Spooky in the building. The big man. Butterz! What is your profession? Driving away and you might hold it. Oi, are you out of your mind? I big up Roadie on the deck. Go! Jump, jump! Elijah and Skilliam! Lad, ain't it? Right. Hey, wait, wheel on that blood clot now. Wheel on that blood. Make some noise and Swindle.
The vibes are sick, like we have all whistles and horns and, you know what I mean, it's nearly like over the top kind of party atmosphere, but because it's been so dry for so long, we have to go that whole like other length to take it up a notch. Like, if you see the videos, people like with lighters, it's like a kind of bashment kind of rave. That's how we kind of got it in our head.
If you still got energy in there, can you make some fucking noise?
I'm a self-made G from a hood called Meridian. Made it out the hood, now I'm trying to make a million. Real grime nigga like Elijah and Skilliam.
I said, where are all my marijuana smokers in the fucking building? Who's ready? Paralyzed on this screen, now I feel like a garden, no. Suffering from cannabis psychosis, I'm in a crazy zone. I just called the police and I shouted. Blamed out on the 22,000 voices in my millennium dome. Celebrity ladies calling me daily, but I don't answer the phone. She thinks I'm gonna buy her a diamond, she better go to Sierra Leone. Sitting at home drinking this Patron until I get a kidney stone. M.O.B. till I D.I.E. these bitches can suck my bones. Serious. Yeah. Oh please, couldn't care about your T's and C's. I'm J to the M to the E. Make G-R-I-M to the E. Make you bop your head to the B from the S-W to the N to the E. Bear M to the C sport, they can swim with the sharks till the N to the C. Blue cool, they got N to the G. Put CD to the E to the E. Show bear love like I to the E. Been like this from my N to the scene. Yeah, grind, rep to the T. 140, I kept to the beat. You want a bad boy grind remix? Got to go Swindle or joke of the piece. Say!
Everything that we've done over the last 2 years at Cable has been premiering, you know, we've been premiering tunes there, back-to-back sets there. When I was putting together this live set, it felt really important for me to premiere it in front of the people that see everything first, you know.
It's become like a family kind of interaction. Like, so we've played things like, you know, Do the Jazz, had started there, and at the beginning no one knew the claps, and then the second one some people knew the claps, and then the third one everyone knows the claps, and it's become like, you know, part of the rituals of the night.
I've made music now that includes the crowd from previous parties, you know, so it's almost like they've helped create music literally on track, you know.
When we started the label, it was really like a modest ambition. I didn't think it would necessarily be on this scale this quickly. For the third birthday, we wanted to do something special, and like I said, we've always been mixing it up, trying to keep it interesting. Having Skepta and JME, and those are not people that you can easily get down in a club. And Joker's someone that was in the game slightly before us in terms of the electronic world, and the comparison's always been there with Swindle. And we thought it'd be the best time to kind of have them go back to back.
Me and Joker have been swapping tunes and ideas for nearly 10 years, you know, we're friends or whatever, and it was only until this point that this all come together. It's almost too good to be true. Forest Funk I made on the morning of the Butterz party. I was on Skype to Royalty and he was showing off all these dub plates what he had, and it made me mad, so I made Forest Funk, and then I played it on the night, and then it became, you know, like a really important release for me. The people that keep coming back to the Butterz parties almost deserve something new every time. I'd never played a Cable Butterz party without bringing something that's brand new.
Alright, Cable, I want you to say something for me. Say Butterz is the label. Say long live the jazz. Butterz is the label. Long live the jazz.
Cable on Saturday night, 10th of November 2012. One word, heavy. Loved it. Crowd amazing. Big up Terror Danger, shout to D-Double as well, I saw in there. Man, you know what? It could well be the rave of the year.
I'm Royalty. Mix it with a Swindle. Music is good, long live the jazz, Butterz is the label. Wow!
Hey, Rocky, you better come with something on the next thing, my boy.
Right, my first one, I just brought out loads of records that I've got sleeves, not a lot of grime records. have sleeves that all of them come on white label. This is Skepta, Private Caller. The video for this is jokes. It's just, it looks so dated now, but the music is still like banging. He was even MCing on this track. He's actually the producer.
See, yeah, I've got something to...
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, he's not even the producer, and I wasn't really a DJ. I just buying these because I like them, you know what I mean? So, whatever, 10 or 9 years later, yeah, look, following.
It's like DTI, like full sleeve. That's what I liked about what Dice Recordings did. They gave you a full sleeve. And like DTI is one of those anthems where everyone knows it, you know, the static.
So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And Skepta's playing with us here at Fabric shortly. And like when I bought this, obviously, I didn't think that I'd be playing with him.
That was the old plan. Before this one man, I will get old crew. Say my name when I finish the album. So I owe you one. But I'm not advertising that. I look up man, this is my mom. So God forgive me if I was fat. God forgive me if I was fat. God forgive me if I was fat. I wanna get locked up now. This is my mom. God forgive me if I was fat. God forgive me if I was fat. I don't wanna get locked up like Chai. Sorry, bro, what you mean? What you mean? So what you mean? You go on then.
It's the passion, the vision. When it takes people like Elijah and Skill, they see like a little gem that could do with an extra bit of polishing. There you go, man. And then I big up that's vision for me. Sometimes you need people that just understand, want you to do well as much as you need to do for yourself, kind of thing. And I think they're deeper fans first and foremost. And I think sometimes when you're a fan of something first, you get the right drive to do something right, you know what
I mean? Elijah Skilliam stepping up. Make some noise for Elijah Skilliam.
I've been doing this music for quite a while now, but these people have come in, or this thing, Butterz, has come in at my level. It's come in at my level, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, what's this Butterz thing, like what's that? They came in so professional. It was like, do I join them? Do I work with them? Or you know what I mean? Like, right, I need to know what's going on with this Butterz thing. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what everyone gets from it, man. Even when I perform, I performed at clubs before, but when I perform and it's a Butterz night at the same club, it's like a level of class. I'll say a level of class. So yeah, I think they definitely brought that to the table, and the more people that bring that to the table in our scene, the more our scene gets seen as more classy, man, and more professional.
Must be aware. K-A-N-O, boy band, so yeah. Taking me once it's slowly. Oh, when I got out. What you say? Back to the case, but we don't care. Matching straps and everything. No champagne, we don't rain. No brandy, we don't rain. No gallon, we don't rain. Unless it's big bomb, I can't rust up with a bird, but I know we're not laughing. Sit on it, running your face, everybody, sit on it, don't go, pull up the unit, sit on it, pull up this shit! Make some fucking noise, London! It's Kano in the house!
It's just going to be exciting, and that's what this set is about, excitement, you know what I mean? You know, we've had a chat about what we're going to perform and whatever, and it's really about...
I've got requests already, man.
It's really about giving people what they want to what they want to see, you know. That's what Fabric was about, even if it's a song that I haven't performed for a long time, and that's what made it special, because when I performed stuff like Ice Ring, it was the first time I've ever performed that song. Not first time in a long time or whatever. I had never, ever performed that song. Ghetto Coyote, I had never, ever performed that song before.
That's how I roll, that's how we roll. Fuck off. I only got myself stuck, you crazy? Shake it up with a thumb up, you baby. It's my paper, take it with a son. Not better than a day sleeper. He intimates in the same rock by baby K. Hey, coming up, bro. K-A-N. K-A-slash Kano, with a bucket. You can't catch Kano, with a bucket. K, hey, coming up. K-A-N. K-A-slash-K. Hey, where's my brother at? Where's my brother at? And it's G-N-E, double T-N-O. I-N-O, I'm Peter. Whatever you want is Peter. And it's G-N-E, double T-N-O. I-N-O, I'm crazy cool. Who we talking to you on road? Whatever you want us. They don't know about it. Nobody ever talk about it. Oh, they don't know about it. I'm never back down. Sit down and drop down. Take it over shooter. I step right down the line. I stand up loud to the red town. My town gets down to the red town. Sit down and down the red town. Inside crew up, you know the drill. When came to me on the play, you know what real. On the real, when I speak to kill. When I say alarms, you know the drill. Inside crew up, you know the real. Came to me on the play. Yeah, I go deep in the ringer. Fuck it. Put no keys for the dimmer. Fuck it. Twin against Swindle spinner. Turn up for dinner. Yeah, I go deep in the ringer. Fuck it. Put no keys for the dimmer. Fuck it. Twin against Swindle spinner. Fuck it. My nigga. My nigga. Make some noise to
Started with whatever 500-600 people that got it, and now we can do that in multiple cities around the country and a few other places, little spots in different countries. People feel like there's an audience already there, so people that are established don't feel like we're taken from them. They feel like they're adding to what we do. And then someone that's not as established can see like someone who was already making music like Flava D being welcomed to an audience or put forward into an audience of people that would be interested in what she's doing.
I'm a DJ / producer. I play what I produce, sort of anything from garage, two-step, house, gritty bass lines, grime. I play my own tunes when I get booked for sets and stuff, so. Producing started from early, that when I was a kid, when I had like battery keyboards. But properly when I was 16, because I was working in a record store and my boss was like making tunes and stuff. He was using Ableton and then he just gave me a copy, took it home, basically taught myself. Yeah, I was just like one of these teenagers that I'd rather stay in my bedroom like a hermit, and but it worked out well though. Still needs a lot of work, like the sub and stuff needs adjusting, but yeah, it's got a few different elements. Like after the drop, it goes into a breakdown. It was 2 years ago, so my first actual time, my first sort of gig was a boiler room, and I didn't even know what a boiler room was. It wasn't the best set, but ever since then, it just sort of like inspired me to properly get into it, you know. I'd never been in an environment where I played my own tunes before, and it obviously opened up a lot of doors and, you know, booking inquiries that. And I went from there, bought some decks, taught myself, learnt on being on rinse, and whilst I was at gigs, and I went from there.
TQ and D have been work friends and just friends in general for probably like a decade now.
TQD, Royalty, EJQ, Flava D.
And when I say TQ, you say D. TQ, TQ, thank you.
And he's helped me out a lot in my career. So it's nice that it's come full circle and now we're helping out each other.
Alright, thank you for coming out on a Tuesday. It's been TQD on a tour day. One more time. Make some fucking noise!
Last summer was crazy. It was just insane. It's like being in Dubs. No, we're not.
I was in the studio all together with Royalty, Flava D, Elijah Skilliam, bouncing ideas off each other, and then me and Royalty started a track, which was actually Vibes and Team. Flava D joined in on that, and then the day after, I think it was, or it might have been the week after we started, Day and Night. And then that was it. TQD was born.
One, two. Right, it's Elijah and Skilliam. It's the Elijah and Skilliam show. We're in Shinjuku, Tokyo, with the Japanese Grime Collective. There's a lot of names to mention, but we're gonna let the music play. There's a lot of MCs, there's a lot of producers in the place. Enjoy the vibes.
ここまで行っても愛も変わらず PL は PL PL は here Let's go! ジャイアーこの開発好きなんだろワンタイマーほとんど単なる自己承認の要求をくれれば知れるメンタル体外課金の要求誰かが言って言うて言うです駅な SMP また LSD に頼ればまた相手にやれるその手口いい理性結果こうなる放課オーラブの動くバレてる本性嘘くさおっしゃショットガン一丁ダブルバレル盗むしかないローローレックス奪うしかないローローレックスショックのキャッシュひったくった後バックに詰め込むローローレックス盗むしかないローローレックス奪うしかないローローレックスショックのキャッシュひったくった後バックに詰め込むローローレックス
今日 DBS22 周年バターズ8周年もうこうやって集まるのももう二度とないと思うんでまあこれを記念してもう全員体集まってはい乾杯乾杯
Tokyo, I'm home.
being able to stay afloat, just doing all this fun stuff is an achievement. To have spent my 20s really just doing stuff that I enjoy, being able to meet loads of interesting people, being able to travel to all these places that I could never have imagined, and really knowing that this stuff had like a long-term impact on who I've become versus who I was when I started doing this stuff. I could never have imagined that, you know, yeah, like meeting these people, eating different food and going to all these different places and like all these different things I would never have done if I'd worked in a traditional setting. I'm just like immensely grateful for, and I just kind of always will find ways to kind of help just creatives or people that want to do stuff, just get on in whatever way I can, if just replying to messages or taking calls or just giving advice here and there. That's just, regardless of where I end up, that's what I'll always try and do.